Nah, this stays at home though. I'm not gonna bring this to work because that wouldn't look right.
Afeni is accused of returning to work and stabbing her manager after being sent home early.
I got sent home early yesterday. I got sent home early today by the same person. I'm telling you, she's a bully.
Heated moments in and out of the courtroom Friday after a relative of the victim was arrested after trying to bring a knife into the courtroom. It came after graphic video of the attack was played out in court.
My mama, she woke up every day and went to work for us. My mama died trying to take care of us. She died.
My God.
She was so good to everybody. A hard-working woman. So kind. If anybody needed help, she would give you her last. Give you the shirt off her back. She did not deserve that at all.
An Instagram rant, a manager gone, an employee facing charges, and a daughter who couldn't hold back her emotions in court. On July 10th, 2025, a McDonald's manager in Eastpointe, Michigan sent an employee home after an argument. That employee came back about an hour later with her face covered and went after her. Jennifer was taken to the hospital, but she didn't survive. Months later in court, when the footage of the incident was played, the victim's 17-year-old daughter walked out and came back ready to confront Afeni. This is Felonies. Like, comment, and subscribe. The truth always surfaces. Jennifer Harris was 39 years old and a single mother of 6 children. She had been working as a manager at the McDonald's location on 9 Mile Road for 15 years. Afeni Mohammed was 26 years old and worked at the same McDonald's under Jennifer's supervision. And from the beginning, there were problems. Now the thing is, Afeni reportedly had issues with showing up late, following basic workplace rules, and her attitude generally. And Jennifer, as the manager, had to address these things. So she started documenting the problems, writing her up, and sending her home when her behavior became too disruptive. But Afeni did not take these corrections well. She felt like Jennifer was picking on her. On July 8, 2025, Afeni posted a video on Instagram and she went on a rant about being sent home early.
I got sent home early yesterday. I got sent home early today by the same person. I'm telling you, she's a bully. Funny. She needs to understand that just because she's a mother and got children doesn't mean that she can come in the store, disrespecting people, talking to them like everybody's beneath her. She has no respect. And it isn't funny at all. Like, seriously, man, I take care of. And she keeps sending me home early. It's not funny. She's playing games. And then all day, throughout the day, she keeps sending her little racial and then throughout the day, she keeps on, like, putting negative energy in the air, talking about people, gossiping about people. It's not funny, man. That to stop. She's a bully. I'm telling you. She's a bully. She brings a lot of negative energy in there. She always panic when there's a lot going on, and then she try to manipulate that and make it seem like we ain't doing something right, but we are working really hard and doing great. It's just the fact that she panicked, and I caught her a few times making a mistake, and she tried to hurry up and play it off. Nobody's perfect. McDonald's, it happens. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes, like, somebody might get confused, so gets busy, yeah. But she needs to stop playing like she don't be making mistakes. I be catching her. So all that animosity and that she keep putting in the air and stuff, then trying to tell me, I'm always snapping on people. No, that's false. No, I don't snap on people. I don't go in there doing that. I tell her, no, I make peace. That's what I'm doing. I've been creating peace. So all that negative energy that she's bringing in there and trying to manipulate it, no, that's going to stop. All that negative she's saying about, her personal life, all of that. No, she's bringing all of that in there and then playing games saying she want to take her belt off and beat somebody. Y'all act like my kids in here. No, we ain't your kids. Respect us. Stop talking to us like that. That's crazy. I'm telling you. But to get sent home 2 days in a row, man, and I came in on my off day to make up my time, and she still sends me home early, it's not funny. Somebody will have to do something about that. It's not funny. It's not fair. It isn't funny at all. So, she could keep being a bully if she wants to, but that catch up to her. Cause it ain't funny at all. It ain't.
On the morning of July 10th, 2025, Afeni showed up to work at the McDonald's, and almost immediately there was a problem. Jennifer confronted her about not performing her work duties, and she clocked Afeni out. Now, according to another manager at the restaurant, Afeni did not leave right away. She sat there for about an hour, then Jennifer told her again to leave the premises, so Afeni left. But before she walked out, she told Jennifer that she'd be back. Afeni left the restaurant and drove to a nearby skate park. She sat there for about an hour, then put on a hooded jacket that covered her face and drove back to that McDonald's. She walked in through the back entrance, approached Jennifer, who was behind the counter, and attacked her. A customer in the drive-thru saw what was happening, intervened, and held Afeni until police arrived. Jennifer was rushed to the hospital but didn't survive her injuries. Afeni Muhammad was arrested on scene and taken into custody. During her interview with police, she made some very important admissions. She explained that Jennifer had clocked her out that morning, so she felt disrespected, that Jennifer had been picking on her for a long time. She described leaving the restaurant, going to the park, and sitting there thinking about everything.
Constitutional rights, certificate of notification. I am going to be reading your rights 1 through 5, okay? And when I read these rights to you, I need you to verbally say, I'm going to ask you, do you understand your rights? I don't want you to do this. No, just say yes. Don't do this or don't do this. Just say yes or no. Okay. We'll get through this. I promise. Okay? Alright. Okay, number 1, I have a right to remain silent, and that I do not have to answer any questions put to me or make any statements. You understand? Okay. Number 2, any statement I make or anything I say can or will be used against me in a court of law. Understand? Okay. Number 3, I have a right to have an attorney, lawyer present before I answer any questions or make any statements. Understand? Okay. Number 4, if I cannot afford an attorney, lawyer, one will be appointed for me by the court prior to any questions. Understand? Okay. Number 5, I can decide at any time to exercise my rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Understand? Okay. So what I need you to do, I'm going to have you sign this, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, just put your initials. I want you to sign it. Okay. What's your highest level of education? Where'd you go to high school at?
Rockland High School in
So you have your high school diploma, right?
Yeah, it was actually in my folded inside my bed where it was his phone.
So you know how to read, write, spell, all that. Smart girl, aren't you? Smart. What did you know? A's, B's. What's your favorite class?
I like Italian. Because I like I can learn some language. You know a little bit about it?
Little. That's totally wrong. Okay, we're gonna get down to business. As hard as it's gonna be, it's gonna make you. Okay. Where do you work?
I work.
Was it located in Eastpointe?
Have you drank anything today?
No.
Prescription medication or anything?
Sleep last night?
Yeah.
How many hours?
I don't sleep at like 8 times.
Okay, well, you got 8 hours of sleep.
Okay.
Alright.
Where did you sleep?
I slept in the truck because I didn't have enough money to go to
What do you do at McDonald's? Are you
I prep food and then also I'm basically customer service. Perform excellent customer service.
Okay. Where are you working today?
I was
What time do you start?
at 4 a.m.
4 a.m.?
Probably clock in at 4:02 a.m.
Who is your manager there, or who is in charge of you?
Today was Jennifer.
Jennifer Harris?
Yes.
Okay, do you have any sort of issues with Jennifer Harris?
I had an issue with how I had to clock out 3 times in a row just because she was bullying me with no reason and me to have to and she clocked me out without me knowing. I was working for 3.
Was this today or was this prior?
That was today.
Okay, so has any time prior to this day today, did she make you clock out or not pay?
Yes.
How many times? Once?
It happened just missed the very time this week.
Third time this week?
Yeah.
And can you tell me why do you think she's doing that?
I think she was doing that because I had spoke up to her and I felt like trying to figure out what I think it was sometime last week. It was Friday, I'm not sure, but it was I had told her that racist stuff, that's what I had told her because I got tired of how she kept on like acting like prejudice or like she was like and they were there also she was calling she never did.
So let me ask you this, can you tell me what kind of racist comments that she's making towards you or anybody? Give me an example.
Yeah, like so sometimes when they look at their phones or something and like it was one time the guy they find that showed her on my phone was like a Caucasian girl, she had like about 5 months. And she was like, that's Katie White D. And that's what she had said. And, you know, and then every time.
So saying like B meaning
Yeah, yeah.
has she ever used any derogatory remarks towards you that give me an example of what she would call
She
you?
said that she was blood one time to me and she said she wanted her gun to her children. But it just like made me feel like I got like scared of her and because she's a bully kind of person.
Did she say anything racist to you today?
No, she didn't say anything to me. The only thing she said to me was, you can clock out now. And then I was like, I'm working my shift today. Like, you know, I didn't do anything wrong.
Did you leave after she told you that?
No, I stayed. I started working my shift, so I stayed there. I just kept working. Nobody came over there to relieve me, so I just continued to catch everybody else. You know, and then I just happened to look at the app and see that actually was called. I didn't know she called. I didn't even know I was still working. And that's when I had said, I didn't know you called me out. You didn't even tell me that I'm done talking to you. I didn't tell you to leave.
So what did you do after that? Did you leave?
Yeah, I left. I said, this is wrong. I said, you keep bullying me. This is wrong.
Where did you go?
I went to the shop and then I had drove and went to the skate park and skated a little bit.
Okay, so
It was after I left, I like
So how long you were working for you then?
I worked 1 hour.
Oh, okay. So she locked you out at 6, you said, and
Yeah.
you know into the downtown?
Yeah,
No,
I was almost 2 o'clock.
Okay. You have some skate park. Okay.
Yes, and then after that, that's when I just started listening to my music and I had just got a prayer. And I started thinking about like how she, everything that she was doing that was like wrong.
did that piss you off? Okay, so at some point you returned to the McDonald's, all right? Okay. What did you have? How did you injure?
I had a knife and I walked with her and I stepped her.
How many times? Do you remember? Where'd you stab her at?
Neck area.
Did you want to kill her?
I can't hear the
That's how you
response.
felt.
Can you play that back, please?
How many knives did you have?
Area.
Did you want to kill her?
It's not good to say that. That's my problem.
That's how you felt. How many knives did you have on you? Can you describe the knife that you stabbed her with?
French knife.
Well, explain what a French knife.
It's a sharp knife, like it's
Is it long? Okay. Did you walk up behind her? Did you guys argue? And you just walked up to her? Show me how you did it. You walked up to her and you just started doing what? Show me how you did it. You can stand up. It's okay. So if I'm Jennifer, show me.
okay, so I had it up and I wasn't sure.
What color?
Like I had it up and I wasn't sure.
Sure. Is that the one that you had on? And then so I'm Jennifer, and you have the knife in your hand. I need you to show me how you did that. Where did you look like this? Show me. It's okay.
Like this.
Did you start doing this?
Yeah.
Okay. Do it where on my body. So it's okay, honey. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Good.
And once she turned around and then she fell.
Did you stab her on the stomach? Or just stab?
I don't know. I might have.
So, you mentioned somebody, you heard a gunshot.
Just trying to start doing, say, hey, ow! And then I get up, actually got shot. And so I get up, and I get on just like I get behind like the prayer rack. And then I'm standing out there with side shorts. And then on the back end, out and around the building. And yeah, and got my name, and turn around. And then I was like, I said, she's looking, she's looking, okay, turn around. And then just turn around.
So the blood on your hand, it was.
It came from the jacket, but it took it off.
You think it's her blood?
Yeah, I believe it was because I didn't get shot.
Right. Where did you get the knife? Was it?
I had brought it from Walmart. I had another cake I was going to bring here, but I never started.
When did you buy it?
I brought it when I brought the cake yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you bought the knife at Walmart?
Walmart.
Has this lady, has she been bullying you for a while, or is this was just a 1 or 2 or 3 times?
She's been bullying for a while.
Does she do that to other employees?
She has been bullying. It was one of the girls she recently stopped messing with. Because now I guess I turned out to be what she wanted to bully, but she has been bullying for a very long time. She played her little gangster music, and she don't like how I play classical music. She doesn't associate. Because I'm not like her, and she was always saying comments like, I know you all supposed to look out for each other, can't cover anything that she was saying for like other coworkers, and then the day before yesterday, she talked about me to one of the other coworkers. She was like, she's pissing me off because it was, sometimes customers hold me up at the window, and it like take a long time, and they hold the time up, and then they start like yelling at me. But it's like sometimes I can't rush the customer, I think they're looking for their money.
Well, just so that I could get like an idea about where your headspace was, when you were stabbing her, well, how did that make you feel?
I can be honest.
Yes.
Because it sounds wrong.
Yes.
Okay, I felt that it spoke to him because I felt like I felt like she had like people under oppression. He wasn't her free. She was going to be in there. So that's how I felt when I was seeing it. And if somebody want to take me down, then I'll do my best to fight in this situation.
What about now? Do you feel remorse or relief?
Like you said, like
Do you feel bad about it, remorseful that you did it, or you feel relieved? I feel relieved that you did it.
I feel better.
Feel better?
Yeah, but I'm not a cold person. That's why I sound crazy to understand that. I'm being honest.
So you feel like the weight of the world.
I feel like she was drugs with people. And she kept talking about her time she had and
Have you ever seen it down there? How did she ever pull it out and point it at anybody or say, hey, come here, check out my piece, or, piece me? No. It's just what we thought in her head at the time, right? Because of the way that she talks, like, she's a gangster. You know what I'm saying? On blood, on this, and blood, mean game, right?
Yeah.
What car is the handle of that? Do you know where that's out tonight? So you left it behind the store? Did you, after the shot was fired, what did you decide, letting it happen? Did you?
No, I had up when I heard it. It hit the rack and then up and then I kind of fought on the floor and I ran out to the other side of the door. And then I once I ran to the shop.
And then
that's when the guy walked out with the light wearing the yellow shirt on. It's like a neon shirt.
What kind of truck is that?
It's a 1500 Colorado 2021. But it's my name's Chuck Wayne Fisher. Like we shared a truck. Like we're kind of 60. We just turned 61. Because basically we were living together.
Is that on,
Yeah, we were kind of, we got to fix this. It was like a lot of things to take care of. So we thought, working at Del Tahoe, but he's like a fire engine. Somebody had to do.
Now, Afeni Muhammad had a history. Before Michigan, Afeni lived in Virginia, and in March of 2022, she had a similar incident. She was charged with hurting her boyfriend during an argument. That charge was originally felony, but it got reduced to unlawful bodily injury. She was sentenced to 4 years in prison, but that sentence was suspended and she only served probation. After her arrest, Afeni was booked into the Macomb County Jail, and she was scheduled for her arraignment. On July 11, 2025, Afeni Muhammad appeared in court via Zoom from jail. She was charged with first-degree premeditated charges.
Detective Showers, please approach for the swear-to. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear that the information being provided is true and accurate to the best of your information, knowledge, and belief, subject to penalties of perjury?
I do.
Put your hand down. With regard to the defendant, Afeni Muhammad, please set forth a factual basis for the warrant request.
Yes, Your Honor. 7/10/25, McDonald's employee Afeni Muhammad stabbed McDonald's manager Jennifer Harris multiple times with a kitchen knife at the McDonald's restaurant at 179219 9 Mile. Harris was not armed at the time and died of her injuries. Prior to the stabbing, Muhammad was sent home by Harris for not performing her work duties and told Harris, "I'll be back." Muhammad was arrested on scene and the knife was recovered. Muhammad admitted that she intended to kill Harris and stated that after she was sent home, she drove to a nearby park, decided to come back and stab Harris with a knife that she had inside of her vehicle. When Muhammad returned to stab Harris, she entered the back entrance with a hooded mask over her face in an attempt to conceal her identity and attempted to flee the scene after the stabbing, but was stopped by an armed customer.
And the requested charges are murder in the first degree, count 2, dangerous weapon, carrying with unlawful intent, and there's a habitual second notice offense. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
The warrant is being signed and we can proceed to arraignment.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Calling file number 25354, People versus Afeni Badu Muhammad. Counsel appearances for the record, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Sean Hayden, on behalf of the people.
Thank you very much, John. We're pleased this honorable court and acting contrary on behalf of Mrs. Muhammad, which we does appear to be soon.
Your name, please, ma'am?
Afeni Muhammad.
Very good. You're here today for arraignment on the charges of murder in the first degree, premeditated, count 2, carrying a weapon with unlawful intent, and a habitual second notice. Mr. Licata, how does your client wish to proceed?
Thank you very much, Your Honor. At this time, my client is asking the court to enter a not guilty plea, and this matter is for probable cause conference in the preliminary exam. I have advised my client of her rights, as well as the charges against her and the potential penalties we are ready to proceed on those grounds.
Very good. Ma'am, do you understand the nature of the charges against you to your satisfaction after talking to your attorney?
Yes.
Very good. I will go ahead and enter a not guilty plea on your behalf. Are you requesting a court-appointed attorney?
Yes.
I will appoint an attorney to represent you. We'll set this matter for a probable cause conference on July 23rd, 2025 at 1 p.m. The preliminary examination will be on July 30th, 2025 at 1 p.m. Esteban, Mr. Licata.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Just briefly, my client is 26 years old, does live in the great city of Eastpointe. Your Honor, my client is a high school graduate. In fact, is actually taking some online classes for college for physical therapy degree. Your Honor, there are some disturbing facts in this particular matter, but there are facts that haven't been brought out yet, and my client is extremely anxious to have those facts brought to light during the pendency of this case. She was in an extremely abusive relationship that was not only mental but physical, that involved alcohol issues, which is where the habitual setting stems from, and her prior record. Your Honor, my client is a helpful person. She's a giving person. She's actually is credited with saving a life because of a 60-year-old who had skin cancer that she made go to the doctor to find out that that's exactly what it was. And that person is doing extremely well right now. I understand the facts that have been laid out today in the warrant, but at this time, Your Honor, we are asking the court to consider a bond in this matter that is appropriate, that my client can meet, so that she could meet with her attorneys and prepare her legal defense in this matter. Thank you.
Thank you. On behalf of the people?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Pursuant to court rule, the court is well within its authority to grant no bond involving any case involving murder. In this case, we are requesting no bond for this defendant. Also provided within the court rules are certain factors for this court to consider when determining whether to grant any bond at all. And in this case, we are requesting no bond as indicated. First of all, the court can consider whether or not this defendant is a threat to the community. She entered a public building with other individuals, other employees that were present. She produced a weapon that was a knife longer than 3 inches, and she stabbed the victim multiple times, up to possibly as many as 15 times, eventually causing her death. There were other employees that were present at the time, some of which attempted to help the victim after the stabbing occurred. That alone is enough to show that there is a threat to the community. She then ran from the building to her vehicle, presumably with the intent to flee from the scene. She was stopped by a helpful bystander. You're also able to consider the likelihood of conviction in this case, given the facts as laid out by Detective Showers and the information that the prosecutors have reviewed in order to charge this defendant. There is a very high likelihood of conviction. And then finally, the defendant does have a prior instance of at least one that I'm aware that involved a stabbing, similar obviously to the stabbing that occurred in this case involving a knife. So given all of those factors, and given the fact that this court does have authority to give no bond to defendants charged with murder, I am asking at this time for no bond in this case.
Thank you, counsel. The court has reviewed the charges and the circumstances surrounding this case. The defendant is facing various serious charges, including murder in the first degree, which is one of the most serious criminal offenses in our state, carrying penalties up to life without parole. Additionally, carrying a dangerous weapon with unlawful intent further underscores defendant's potential threat to public safety. Defendant has a prior criminal record out of Virginia for malicious wounding. It was actually felony malicious wounding that was reduced to unlawful bodily injury concerning a stabbing, and that is what gives rise to the habitual second. And in determining bond, the court must look to the factors outlined in Michigan Court Rule 6.106. Number 1, the seriousness of the offense and the danger posed to the community. The charges here involved a violent crime with a weapon, indicating a substantial risk to the public. The court finds there is a significant threat to public safety, and therefore the bond must reflect that risk. Number 2, the weight of the evidence against the defendant. While the evidence is not fully before us and the defendant is cloaked with the presumption of innocence, the nature of the charges along with the prior criminal history suggests that there is substantial evidence against the defendant. Defendant's criminal history: the defendant has a violent criminal past. The history supports the court's concern that the defendant may engage in further violent conduct if she is released. The defendant's ties to the community: while the defendant is relatively young at 26 years of age, there's no indication that she has any significant stabilizing ties to the community that would ensure her return for court appearances. Without these ties, the court is concerned about the likelihood of flight. Number 5, defendant's risk of fleeing or failing to appear. Due to the severity of the charges and the habitual offender status, it makes the defendant a high risk for flight. The court finds that this factor weighs heavily in favor of a high bond amount. Substance abuse or mental treatment: although there are no reports at this time suggesting that the defendant suffers from mental health or substance abuse issues that would mitigate the risks posed by defendant's release, the court is, after considering all of these factors, going to be setting bond at $25 million, cash surety only, with conditions. If the defendant is able to meet those conditions, she must be on a GPS steel cuff tether. She's not to leave the state of Michigan. She is to report her address within 24 hours of, she must report any change of address within 24 hours. There would be stringent daily contact with community corrections as to her whereabouts. She also would be required to have alcohol and drug testing as condition of her release. There would be no contact with the family of the decedent. Any witnesses, she is not to return to McDonald's. And if she is unable to post the $25 million bond, she will remain in custody pending further proceedings. And that concludes this matter for today. We will see you back here, ma'am, on July 23rd at 1 o'clock for your probable cause conference. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're all set, ma'am.
The prosecution argued that Afeni was a danger to the community and asked for no bond. After considering the nature of the charges, the judge set bond at $25 million. Jennifer's oldest daughter, Antonia Griffin, spoke publicly about her mother.
My mama, she woke up every day and went to work for us. My mama died trying to take care of us. She died.
My God.
She was so good to everybody. A hard-working woman. So kind. If anybody needed help, she would give you her last. Give you the shirt off her back. She did not deserve that at all.
How many kids does your mom?
6. All 6 of us. Me and my
5 girls and 1 boy.
My brother.
And she's aware that she took us from her.
We met everybody at McDonald's. My mama always shared with everybody that she loved her kids, showed them pictures of us. We would come up here. We met her co-workers. We met the lady and everything. I don't understand why she had to kill her. It was not fair. My mama didn't deserve that. My mama was even good to her. She was good to everybody. Everybody. I hate that she had to die alone in there. I hate that she had woke up trying to make money for me and my siblings and had to pass away just trying to work for us. It's not fair. It's not fair.
And you wrong for taking this woman away from her children, my sister. That is just said.
You met us. You saw all of us in there playing in there. You gave us stickers. You came and introduced yourself to us.
Gay the kid.
Why take our mama from us? You knew we loved each other. You knew she was all that we had. No.
How old was your mom, if I could ask?
She was 39.
So she's young.
Very young. Single mother.
Single. Our dad is incarcerated. So now we only got our aunties and my pastor. My mama is gone.
The McDonald's franchise owner stepped up. He paid for Jennifer's entire funeral and set up a trust fund for her 6 children. A GoFundMe was also created to help support the family. Afeni's defense attorney asked the court to refer his client for a competency and criminal responsibility evaluation. And on September 17, 2025, Afeni Muhammad was competent to stand trial. On November 14, 2025, the preliminary examination began at the Macomb County Courthouse. Before the hearing even started, the judge noted that there had been a verbal altercation between members of Jennifer's family, and some of them had to be removed from the courtroom. The prosecution called their 6 witnesses. First was Devontae Pace, the citizen who intervened during the incident. He took the stand and described what he saw.
Stop. Hold on, stop. Nobody was budging. I didn't see anybody else trying to stop him or break him up. I produced my firearm off my hip. I pointed it at her. Once the commotion kind of calmed down, everybody stopped running.
Next was Officer McLaughlin. Then Luke Moreno, the employee who saw Afeni walk in through the back entrance with her face covered. Then Deborah McMillan took the stand. She was another manager at the McDonald's. She testified about the altercation that morning.
I seen the hand in the air with the knife, and I'm like, maybe I better go up there and see what is going on. When I got up there, the only thing I could see and notice was Jen laying on the floor in a big pool of blood asking for help.
Tashana Turnage, another employee, testified as well. She described what she saw and the chaos. And then Detective Lieutenant Alex Hollish from the Eastpointe Police Department testified. He was the one who interviewed Afeni after her arrest.
Testimony that you were about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do, Your Honor.
Put your hand down. State your name for the record.
Detective Lieutenant Alexander Hollish, Alexander Common, H-O-L-I-S-H.
Thank you. You may proceed.
Thanks, Judge. Where do you work, sir?
Eastpointe Police Department.
How long you work there?
About 18 years now.
And what's your current rank and duties?
Currently, I'm a detective lieutenant. I'm in charge of investigative division for the department.
What were your duties on or about July 10th of 2025?
I was in the same capacity as a detective lieutenant.
And at some point in time, did you get contacted to conduct an interview with a suspect?
I was about, by then it was probably shortly after 8 a.m.
And at that point in time, what did you do?
I made contact with Ms. Muhammad, who was in the booking room.
And when you say Ms. Muhammad, do you see Afeni Muhammad in the courtroom today?
I do.
And could you identify her for us, please?
She's sitting to the left of me, far left. She's wearing a jumpsuit issued by Macomb County Jail. Her hair is different since, but at the time she had red hair, but I do recognize the facial features.
Let the record reflect that Lieutenant Hollish has identified the defendant.
So noted for the record.
So where did your interactions take place with the defendant?
First, she was in a booking room, and she was wearing a hooded jacket that I observed had blood on it, so I asked her to remove that jacket. And after that, I had to call a female officer from St. Clair Shores because we did not have a female officer working at the time. She walked to the private area where female officer from St. Clair Shores observed her take off her clothing that we took as evidence. and gave her our jail clothing.
And after that, what happened?
After that, I spoke with her at our interview room.
Tell me a little bit about that interview room.
It's a small room. It's pretty much table, 3 chairs. Detective May, he's my partner. He joined me during the interview. It's equipped with a camera and microphone. There's a small filing cabinet, and that's it.
And before interacting with her as far as talking about things, was there anything that you did first?
I observed dry blood on her hands, and I asked her if I could collect it. Detective May read Ms. Muhammad her rights as far as the right for us, if she would waive her search rights, because technically it's a search. She agreed. She signed the form. I used the distilled water and the cotton swabs to collect dry blood from each of her hands.
And as far as her rights that were given to her by Detective May, were you there at the time that that occurred?
I was.
May I approach her?
You may.
Sure. Yes. Approaching with people's proposed exhibit, I believe, 6.
That's constitutional rights, sir.
Yes.
First, she was giving the form rights to search.
Yes.
That's what we talked about, not this right.
Correct, but those...
That's eventually Detective May did give constitutional rights to Afeni as well. But I'm talking about to collect the blood. It was a consent to search form.
I understand. And as far as the form here, when did this take place?
Right after I collected blood, the dry blood would appear to be dry blood. Detective May read Ms. Muhammad her constitutional rights directly from the form. She initialed next to each right. She signed the form. I see my signature on it, and I see Detective May's signature, recognize his signature on it as well.
Is it dated?
Yeah.
What's it dated?
7/10/25. At this point, it's 8:56 a.m.
Does that accurately reflect the document that, with the constitutional rights that she was given by you and Detective May, and which everyone signed?
That's right. It's a copy of it, actually, but yes.
Okay. And during this period of time, while she was being given her constitutional rights, are there things that you look to when you're giving rights to determine if someone is intoxicated?
Well, we asked how far she went to school. She said she graduated high school. She stated she could read and write. She indicated she was not intoxicated. She was not on any drugs or alcohol. I asked her how much she got sleep the night before. She said at least 8 hours. She did indicate that she slept in her vehicle because she was currently homeless, but she said she'd been doing it for a while now, staying out of her car. So that was a conversation.
Any concerns that you wouldn't be able to have a proper interview with her?
She appeared lucid. I did not see any signs of intoxication or anything like that. So I believe she was okay to talk to me.
Before I move to Exhibit 6, I just want to hand over things to Josh Jones in case he wants to voir dire on voluntariness.
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Okay. Then people move to admit Exhibit 6.
Number 6 will be admitted.
Thank you, Judge. Tell me a little bit more. After the rights are signed, what's the next step for you in that interview with Detective May?
Usually we ask a question of what happened. I believe Detective May asked if she knew who Jennifer Harris was, and she stated she did.
Was this a recorded interview?
That's correct.
Have you reviewed it prior to today?
I did.
And does it accurately reflect the interview that you had with the defendant on July 10th of this year?
The video that I reviewed that was attached to evidence.com, yes, that's an interview. I assume that's what you're going to play, but for me to certify it, I would have to see it.
Okay.
When the surveillance footage from the day of the incident was played, Jennifer's 17-year-old daughter, Antonia Griffin, couldn't hold back her emotions. She got up from her seat, walked out of the courtroom, and came back ready to confront Afeni, but the police handled the situation and she was detained. The judge immediately ordered the rest of Jennifer's family to leave the courthouse. They were banned from watching the remaining parts of the hearing. Prosecutors also announced that they were considering charges against Antonia. Afeni Muhammad is still behind bars at the Macomb County Jail, with her next court date set for December 2, 2025. That's Felonies. Like, comment, and subscribe. The truth always surfaces.